welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Khalif Raymond to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, Goff. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The Lions, first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Has the connection to right. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Tackle on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
It's a gain of 6.
He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Running it with David Montgomery. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Gone. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
They'll go for it. Goff. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Detroit.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Williams coming in motion right. Here's 2nd and 11. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Goff on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Goff to the air now. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They're going to throw again. Goff. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, they're left 3rd and goal now from the 13. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. On 3rd and goal, Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Lamar's going to keep this one. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense to the line for second down. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and just 2 to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. First down and more past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They're set up at the 35 now. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Pass is cut at the 9. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. And it only took these guys one series to find a major opening in that defense, Brock. Might have saved them some work in finishing that series, too.
Gives them a signature play to end that drive, and you know this in the NFL. For an explosive run for a touchdown, it takes everybody. Everybody up front doing their job, the receivers on the perimeter. That was just job well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Raymond on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
And the Lions first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to it. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Goff off the play action. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Goff on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Screen here for Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Goff back to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Ravens and DeAndre Hopkins getting set for this next offensive possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. 1st down, here's Lamar. Complete, Derrick Henry. They have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Henry. Has good room at the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Now Jackson off the play action. Hits him on the out route. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Trying down the middle with Henry. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Jackson. Completed to his running back. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds It's going to be third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson now on third. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a fourth down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning right. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Here's a gift for Wright. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. They bring a tight end in motion right. 3rd down run by Gibbs. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
The Lions ready for the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. On 1st down, Jackson. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Henry on 2nd. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens take a second quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back. Yeah. So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. The Ravens kicking team is ready. Now they're going to send this one away. Greg Reynolds to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Drive begins with Gibbs. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Lions looking down a very long field. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
First down, Detroit.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Stays in the pocket, and he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Again, Goff. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing again. Here's Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This one's caught. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie it before Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown! So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And we're down inside 50 seconds to play. Enough time to at least get into field goal range. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Hits his tight end on the corner route. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down throw for Jackson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Henry on the option. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. So we're all knotted up here.
Okay,
at the
Kate,
half,
thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. And as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the 2nd half. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Henry gets it here to start the drive, making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
12 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll motion a tight end left. Play action now with Jackson. This is completed downfield directly. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Lamar now from the gun. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up fourth and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And instead of 3 points, quarter three remains tied.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Play action here with Goff. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, Goff. Finds him on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punting unit out now. Jack Fox will kick it away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Play action, here's Jackson. This one to Andrews outright. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. They put Flowers in motion right. First down, here's Lamar. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. That's what he knows he should have had. And it sets up second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Throwing the out route complete. Hands it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
That's a gain of 4.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Lamar throwing again. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Play action, Goff. Able to find right. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Lions first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Offense to the line for second down. Gibbs now from the gun. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Lions.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
They go play action with Goff. He lofts it deep left. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Slot receiver headed left. Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Finds the in route complete. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Detroit.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down from the 31. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Goff to the air now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Bates' kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. It's a gain of 5. That brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Another run for Henry. He breaks the tackle, and he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. No one around. He's got space. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. I picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Now the field goal unit runs on for its second try tonight. It's a 38-yard look here. Kicked well, and this is good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
You know, Kate, that may not seem like much, right? Just go 1 for 2 as a kicker, but it's a whole lot different just psychologically for these guys to see one go through because they may need him at some point later in this game.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Reynolds with a return. Jukes out a one-stop. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Hits him on the end route. He's hit just before he can pick up that first, so third and short coming up from the 33.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And the cover coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stands. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit.
Their own 20-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
In off to Gibbs from the gun. Juke the defender. Up the sideline past the 45. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Looking to throw. Hits his running back. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up second down.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens don't want to see this one go to overtime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Running once more with Henry. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Amik Robertson on the stop. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it. Going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Into traffic. Complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. This is completed downfield to Likely. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
28 yards.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. It's Henry on the counter. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for another Baltimore Raven.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. A 27-yard look here. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot here. Throwing the out route complete. And there'll be no game-winning touchdown in this one. And that tackle ends this ball game. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And there was no easing up It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.